We have breaking news out of Grindavik this evening as sensationally the club announced the sale of 70-goal striker Jan Krusliak to Dortmund for a fee of £14 million. Now for more, we cross live to the scene to local reporter Chaz Hogan.
Mate, it's chaos. It's absolute chaos here, mate. The fans aren't happy, and to be honest, I've not seen scenes like this since my local pub went and banned Goanna wrestling back in the late 80s.
Saman til segerstråpen áfram Grindavik og ég veit við magnum gerir það.
Hey guys, I'm Aussie feeling and welcome back to Grindavik on the Impossible Dream. Season 14, episode 10 today. We face Real Sociedad in the first knockout round of the Champions League, and I've got a little bit of explaining to do, don't I? Because Krusliak has left for £14 million. Now, hear me out. Let me try and talk my way out of this one. The reason that we've done it, A, we have a 50% sell-on. So that is going to help a little bit. Now, he's gone to Dortmund as, as an important player. So obviously, he is good. We know he's good. He got 70 goals last year. Now, is it that many? Debatable. He got 63 in 32 playing for us. But crucially, the difference between him and other players that have been unhappy when we've had rejected transfer bids for them is his training was just, he's dropped off a cliff. He was in the worst trainers, and where usually he was sort of in the better trainers every week. And he wasn't playing particularly well. Now, what has also helped with this decision, apart from, 14 million you say is not great, but with a 50% sell on, you can see if they sold him on now for 26 million, we get an extra 13, so that's sort of 27 million. Does that work out? That's maths, I think, isn't it? So that's more like roughly what I think we would be expecting to get for him, given where we are as a club and our reputation and things like that. Now, as I said, the reason that I've done this is this. We can't forget about Skojan. We have him now out on loan at Celta Vigo in La Liga. He is scoring goals in La Liga. He scored goals in La Liga last year. He's also a wonder kid, and he's a very similar sort of player. Now, we don't have room for him in the squad right now, which is why that's why Krusliak was there. But if we compare the two of them, they're quite similar. In fact, you might even argue in the green that that there's an argument to say that Skojan is a better all-round striker than what he's got better vision and whatnot. So they're very, very even between the two of them. So to get 14 million, I don't know. I thought it was an okay deal, given that he was unhappy and what was happening sort of off the field with Krusliak as well. So let me know what you think. We don't have Skojan for this Champions League campaign, but we've got Seema back from African Cup of Nations. Obviously, we've got Baltinson and a Rocker can play up front as well. So we do still have good options. And Skojan will come back from his loan. He'll come straight into the squad, and I think we'll do an okay job. The issue is that Krusliak was club trained, whereas Skojan I don't think is quite there yet. How far are we away from him being club trained here? Yeah, he is not going to be club trained for us. Why is he at Celta Vigo and not with us? Shouldn't that have... All right, anyway, we'll deal with that later. I think he should be club trained with us because he's our player, not Celta Vigo's player. But anyway, we'll deal with that if and when it comes around. But yeah, anyway, so that's why I've done it. But let's have a look and see what we are doing here I should say too, quickly, finances. We have money to spend. We've got 53 million in the transfer budget now, and we've got 300 grand a week in wages. So there is definitely money for us to spend when this Champions League campaign for us comes to an end, which hopefully is not going to be today. All right, so here we go. Here wasn't quite up to game day there. So we are at home for this first leg against Sociedad, and hopefully Copenhagen beat Juventus away. There's a result, and hopefully we'll be able to get the result in here. Now we're expecting a sort of a 5-3. I'm not quite sure how you would describe that otherwise. And this is the team that we are sending out now. Plamenos is back from his broken leg. He's not really match sharp yet. We've been trying to get him as sharp as we can, but it's not quite happened. And Jonsson is still missing with his injury. He will be back for the second leg, though, so that is good news. And there was one other thing I think I needed to catch you up on. Oh, no, it's not. I'll tell you what it is now anyway. So Puel in goal, Giacchini, Grubasic. Meyer is going to come in now. He is unhappy, which makes me a little bit nervous about playing him. But he is going to come in and play centre-back, and White is going to move over to right-back because Luna, I don't think, has quite done enough. So he'll be solid at the back as well, and I think we might need that. Now, Pavas, if we go to next game only, he is not a ball-playing centre-back, so we'll stick him as a defensive midfielder. He obviously replaces Jonsson, Brennett, and Raul will be the two. I wonder if we could use Brennett as a deep-lying playmaker. So we still got the sort of someone dropping deep and someone moving forward with the ball. I think I might like that as a plan. So then we've got Kosh, Seema, and Baltinson. Seema, of course, back from the Cup of Nations. Baltinson up in place of what's his face that we just sold, and a rocker. This is a rocker too. You can see he's not quite as good a striker in terms of finishing, but he does have good first touch, composure off the ball. He's a very decent striker if we need him. So yeah, that's the team. Oh, the other good piece of news is Milosevic is happy at the club again. So yeah, that is good news. Alright, so we can see the team sheets there. I don't recognise too many names. I wonder if that's in relation to Marco in goal there. But yeah, I don't recognise any other names there, certainly in terms of players that we've had in the past. We've got nothing to lose here. It's back-to-back games. Alright, I think I like back-to-back games. Let's show them what we're all about here. Mayer is unsure, as I am unsure about playing him. Pavas is asking to leave as well because we wouldn't let him go to Reading. So there's a few, let's say, not fully focused players maybe. All right, and we've got a very frosty-looking Grindavik Stadium, which is fine. Now, they were going to play with wingbacks, weren't they? So I'm going to have to go and change marking assignments again. One of these days I'll remember to do it before we start a game, but today is not that day. I think what we will do is be a little bit cautious, and we will... what's the word I'm looking for? We will make sure that we're marking rather than not marking. Now, the other thing, I don't want you to think that I've forgotten about Viewers Player of the Year votes. Let's just say there was no need for a vote when somebody has scored 70 goals. So, yeah, we don't need to. Everybody nominated the same player. So, let me just fix these marking assignments. And I guess there's an argument to say that, given that I sold that player, the horse's ass might well be me. Yeah, I'm curious to see what you guys think of that. If he wasn't unhappy, I wouldn't have done it. But that is, that was the main reason. So, we'll see. We've got a bruised shin from Pavas. Which, I mean, it's not ideal, but surely you can play through a bruise. You'd like to think so anyway. And, we've got a chance to close him down there. White, who is going to be strong in the air at right back for us, has won that. We need him to be solid defensively. He's not really done a good job there, and we're 1-0 down. And that is not what we needed in knockout football, is it? Yeah. The other question I guess we have is Grubasic. We have an option to buy him, I think, for 58 million. Now he is a wonder kid. He's been just caught out a little bit there though. He is a wonder kid. We do have our wonder kid that we signed, the Bulgarian, that is coming in. So I do wonder. It's so much money to spend on a centre back. That's the thing, isn't it? And whilst he has been decent and he's got a good block in there, I don't think we'd say he's been revolutionary. Certainly wouldn't regret signing him, like loaning him in. Here we go. There's a chance for Rio. He's got space. Look outside. It's Kosh. He's got to be. It's Baltinson in the middle. It's got to be a penalty, and it's surely a red card. Surely a red card. Seema will likely take it. I know you're not supposed to give a red card in the box with a penalty in the double, the double thing, but that was, well, let's hope we score, because it hasn't even been booked, I don't think, but Seema sticks it away, and it's 1-1, and that is more like it. All right, his second of the new season, and it's good to have him back, isn't it, from the Cup of Nations, and yeah, look at that. That is unstoppable. You can put any goalkeeper, any era, any time, any day of the week, and they are not stopping that penalty. Pavas is looking apprehensive, which is not ideal. Come on, boys. Let's go and turn this around now. Raul goes back there for White. Kosh back to White. And Brennett gets it forward. Good run from Raul. Very good run from Raul. Tackle for Baltinson! And he has his third of the season. It is now 2-1. We've turned it around. And we are back in front. We are in front for the first time. And well, Raul's run was brilliant, and for Brennett to be able to pick it, look at that, he just ghosted in there. did really, really well. And then the tackle, it just fell as far as Bautenson. And who needs Kruzliak? Jan Hu. Really, really good finish. Let's give him some praise now. Pavas still apprehensive. The issue is who would we bring on? We could move Meyer potentially forward. He's got a bit of an injury, which maybe isn't helping. And he's on a booking. There's a lot of things that are saying he needs to come off this field, aren't there? So let's have a quick think about what we could potentially do. Gonzalez has played a couple more games now. He's starting to come around. Could we move him in at centre-back and move Meyer as that defensive midfielder a little bit further forward? His passing isn't good enough, though, I don't think. The other option, we could look to use Fredriksson. I don't know that I fully trust him. And the other option would be Valenzuela, though I don't think he's a natural in that position. I don't think he's ever played it before. It might be a case of needs must here. We're going to need Valenzuela to do a job for us, I think. Yeah. We might just need to hope that he can do it. Gonzalez, can he play further forward? No, his passing is rubbish. What about Plamenos? I mean, Plamenos would be maybe a decent option. I think we're better off with Valenzuela. Valenzuela is a midfielder, and I think that is probably better. You're probably better off having a midfielder out of position there than a midfielder out of position in midfield than a defender out of position in midfield. That's certainly my initial instinct to that. So let's get out there and let's see what we can do in this second half. We haven't had many shots on goal. They have been attacking-wise the better team, but here we go with Kosh. Ball in, good header. It's away. Or over, I should say, and it is a goal kick. All right, come on, boys, come on. If we can take a lead to Spain, there is obviously, it's obviously a chance regardless, but there's certainly a better chance. There's a good ball in. I'd like a 2-goal lead, I think, is probably what we will need. I don't know exactly how good this Real Sociedad side is either, which is, I should have seen where they are in La Liga. Here we go with Sima. Looky, not quite able to find Kosh out there. Apologies again for the white ball and the frosty pitch. There's not much I can do about it. Valenzuela. There's a good ball for Bautenson. Bautenson round the goalkeeper. Bautenson turns it in. Oh, Jan, we don't miss you at all, mate. And on the hour mark, it is 3-1 as Bautenson turns it in. And we are a very good team at home, aren't we? We really, really do find ourselves in a very good spot. It's taken a little to block off the defender there, but couldn't keep it out. And it is 3-1. It doesn't matter. I mean, it didn't even get checked by VAR, so how close could it have been to offside? All right. Is there anything else we want or need to do here? White is not having the greatest game at right back, but I would say he's doing okay. Raul chips it in. It is, just over the top from Meyer. Grubasic on a booking is slightly nerve-wracking, but we'll go with it. We've got a corner to defend now. Come on. Can we get this away, please? To the back post. It is away by Brennett. And they come back in. Puol is there. Makes the save. And, well, let's see what we can do here. Can we see this out now? Can we see this out? Oh, I'm so nervous. It's always the hope that kills you, isn't it, Raul? This would be a very, very big bonus goal if we could take a 4-1 lead with us. Raul! Oh, it's a stunning strike! Raul, our Spanish midfielder, may have just sunk the Spanish side in stoppage time as well. Look at that, Raul. Oh, that's the second unstoppable. Unstoppable. Any goalkeeper, any era, any day of the week. No one's getting anywhere near that. And it is 4-1. We are taking a 4-1 lead with us to Spain, having been 1-0 down. That is magnificent. Really, really pleased with that. What a performance. So, bruised shin for Pavas. We won't need him for the second leg, I wouldn't have thought, because we should have Jonsson back. Raul, the El Puppeteer, was brilliant again. And, this is good. We could be going through to the round of 16 here. Wait right there. We'll find out for sure. All right, welcome back. Here we go. 4-1 up in Spain and hopefully not going to choke. So we are expecting them to be the same team that we just saw in terms of formation. Now, we are making 1 or 2 changes here to what we're expected to do. Jonsson, you can see, is not really ready to go. So he's going to start on the bench, which means Pavas will continue. The other change we've made with White, a yellow card away from suspension, and Grubasic missing this one with suspension, which as long as we win, is going to be a good thing, I think, that he's got that out of the way. So we've made a few changes at the back, which might be problematic, but I think hopefully he's not going to have the same sort of effect as Liverpool did. So, Puyol in goal. It is Giacchini, Meya. Plemenos gets the start with Luna at right back. Let's hope he has a good game. Pavas will continue in there as the defensive midfielder with Brennett and with support with Brennett and Real in midfield. Then it's the same front three of Kosh, Seema and Baltinson. And we just need a good performance here, don't we? All right, so we can see the team sheet looks similar enough to me to what we saw last time. There's no, I don't think anyway, different players there. All right, so we have to not let complacency come into things here. We've got to we're just going to put in a good performance. You know, if we play somewhere near our standard, we shouldn't be losing by 3 goals here, should we? All right, and here we go. Now, I did remember to change marking assignments before the game, so that's something new, isn't it? Try anything once. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's one of these now where it feels like we should be through. I look at that defensive line and I make myself a little bit nervous, but ultimately, you know, I mean, as I say, I think if we get through this, it's a good thing that Grubasic has got that suspension out of the way, and well, White will be available to come back in and play in the next one, unless Luna has an absolute belter here, in which case we'll have a decision to make. But I think we have to go with White as the first choice right now. I think Luna's had his chance and just never really impressed me, if I'm honest. But here we go, early highlights. We can see the ball. The ground doesn't look like it's covered in snow, so it's going to be completely different. And yeah, we just need to be solid. So yeah, let's hope we are here. Here we go. Ball coming forward. Luna maybe not in the best position, and just like the first leg, we have fallen behind early. And it wasn't Kosh is the one that's left his man there. And, well, we've paid the price. That's harsh on Luna. That's not Luna's fault necessarily. Though I wonder if we need to double team out there or something. Oh, don't score again. Plemenos. Oh, calm as you like. It is, of course, one of the laws of football. You must clap a backheader to the goalkeeper. But that was under a little bit of pressure too. That was actually quite a good one. Here we go. Flick on there from Real. Kosh is into space now. We've got players in the box. Can Kosh find one of them? No. We've got Luna there. Luna's in space. Luna whips the cross in. It's headed away again. Pavas has it though. This is some good pressure. Oh, penalty! For the second time in the tie, they have bundled over one of our players in the area. Seema will dust himself off and take it. And if he can score and put us back 3 goals in front, we will all feel a little bit better about things, won't we? Come on, Wendell. Come on. Nice quick reply here. Wendell. Oh! The other penalty was great. That one was not so much. Can we make amends from the corner? Ball to the back post over everybody. Baltinson will keep it in. Baltinson's beaten his man, but that will be that. It looks as though, certainly in terms of the way the highlights are shaping out, that we have settled into the game having gone behind. Here we go with Luna. Down the line there for Kosh. Back to Luna. Back for Kosh. Kosh for Brennett! Oh, that would have been goal of the season. What? It was from a different postcode. And, alright, so let's give them some praise now. Let's just try and settle ourselves down. We are still 2 goals up. Here we go. Seema for Baltinson. To Brennett. Real. This is some nice possession play. Luna for Kosh. For Real. Real for Baltinson! Just ahead of him. Couldn't quite get onto the end of that. Now, was that the highlight? It looks like we're going to continue. Ball forward. Luna's there. Didn't really do a great job of keeping possession for us, it has to be said. And are we going to pay a price for that? No. Good block from Plemenos. Seema. Forward for Baltinson, who's done brilliantly. Rayul's forward there with him. Can we find him? Have we got someone at the back post? Oh, it's into the area for Seema. Oh, it's taken a deflection. But Wendell Seema has hit them on the break. It is 5-2 on aggregate, 1-1 on the night. And that was a really good counter-attacking goal, wasn't it? Baltinson's build-up play in this one was absolutely stunning. Look at, he's got so many defenders around him. Seema has just been left unmarked. It does take a deflection. That beats the goalkeeper, but not the post. And it's in the back of the net. All right, much better. Much better. Let's keep praising. Rayul, is he going to get to that? He is. And again, we've got an early ball forward for Bautenson. Bautenson has players with him. Again, he goes himself this time. Shots on target, but easy enough for the goalkeeper, really, just to fall, wasn't it? All right, we have 50% of the possession. We've had more shots, and we've got another highlight here. Let's see what this leads to. I don't know what it is about Bautenson, but he's very, very good at pressuring defenders into mistakes, it feels like. Making them feel like they have less time than they do, and that was not great defending in there. And we are back to having the 2-goal lead. Now, what has happened here? Luna's done fine. And Plemenos is maybe the one that's a little bit out of position there. We'll keep praising. We've got. Oh, we don't want to get back to a 1-goal lead. That would not be a nice thing. As Giacchini hacks it clear for Kosh. Oh, what's Kosh got for us? He's on the wrong side, isn't he? He cuts back. Keeps. I thought we were going to have a Stanijevic moment there for a second. Sima inside there for Real. Real, he's got 2 in the middle. Can he find them? Giacchini for Brennett. Brennett bends one and just can't keep it under the post or the crossbar. And it's a good game of football, isn't it? It really, really is. But we are 2-1 down on the night. We are 5-3 up on aggregate. Oh, how we wish that penalty had gone in, but Sima did make amends. All right, so we've definitely got to say, don't get complacent. We're still definitely still get complacent. Maya is looking anxious. If that doesn't change, it does change there. Okay, so that's fine. Given, when do we bring... I think we're going to bring Jonsson on, don't we? Try and get a little bit more control of the game in midfield. I think we were told we could get 45 minutes out of him. He can come in there. He can be that deep line playmaker. That can let Brennett get forward that little bit more. Without the support. I think we have him on usually, don't we? So that's all good. Real is on a booking. We do have the option of Valenzuela. Real, match rating wise, isn't having the greatest game. But now he's anxious again. All right, we'll see what happens when we get out there. Let's give them some praise. Gonzalez and Ornison are the options on the bench. I'm probably leaning of the two towards Gonzalez. He has played a few games now, sort of friendlies and whatnot, so he should be getting up to speed with both match fitness and also just being a Grindavik player. As Maya does well in the end there. Can we pick that up? We do. Kosh, back for Luna. Luna, down the line, mate, down the line. Oh, he's giving it away again. Yeah. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Oh, we're back to within a goal. All right, we're gonna... I think what we're going to do is we're going to try and trap them inside because they're trying to get on the outside all the time, aren't they? And we might just drop that line a little bit. I mean, May is playing a 6.8, even though his body language isn't great. The centre-backs are not... They're not picking up. They're not picking up who they need to pick up, are they? So let's hope that just dropping off that little bit does kind of help that. Sima is tracking his man nicely. Giacchini gets something on it. Puwal makes the save. And let's just give it a focus. And see what we can do from there. Alright, I'm just trying to think. Plemenos is not having a great game. He wasn't particularly match sharp. We'll get Gonzalez on for him, and it is tied up. It's 5-5 on aggregate. And it's all going wrong. Real can come off for Valenzuela. It's not his day. And Luna, I think, if we've got to go back to white now, don't we? So, oh dear. We'll go attacking again. Puwal is having a nightmare. And have we just given away a penalty? We need to tell them to calm down. This is going very south very quickly, isn't it? It is a penalty. I mean, it's never not. Can Puwol, it would be a massive save if he can do it for us. He just had to stand there. All right, we need to give it a calm down first and foremost, because our season it's going up in smoke here. If there's one thing I think we're learning from this, is that we cannot afford to rotate players, can we? Because if it's not our first choice team, we get absolutely, I was going to say a bad word there, but we get absolutely hammered. Giacchini for Seema. We just need one goal, as Brennett wins it back nicely. Giacchini for Jonsson for Seema. Seema for Baltinson. Baltinson, come on. Back there for Seema. Oh, Wendell Seema does it again. It is 6-6 on aggregate. Hopefully now, we just need to settle down. Settle down and play our football. 5-2 on the night. 6-6 on aggregate. What a crazy tie this has been. Again, Baltinson's hold-up play is superb. Good finish from Seema. And I think we've got to demand more now. We need more of the same here, please, boys. And are we destined here for extra time? It's 4 minutes of it. We're halfway through it, and we've got a highlight. Are we going to have a Stanijevic moment here? It is cleared away from White. Baltinson gets it wide for Seema on a hat-trick. Valenzuela is through the middle. Can we find him? Wendell Seema. He's found Baltinson! And in the 94th minute, have we just won it? I don't think Baltinson's offside. I don't think he's offside, and it's given, and we have won it. What a game, what a tie. And in the 94th minute, it'll be the last kick of the game. Wendell Seema returns the favour. Baltinson, again, a little deflection on it. And we are, what is it? It's 7-6. Game, set, match, 7-6. In the tiebreaker. He's just on. He is just on. And that's all he has to be, isn't it? That is all he has to be. And what a game. What a tie. I thought we had thrown that away. We never showed up for the second half, but when we absolutely needed to be there, I mean, that's not really how you handle a two-legged tie. That's how you give your coach a heart attack. But anyway, let's go with that. Well, that was a little tense, wasn't it? That was a little tense, but we got through in the end, and that is the main thing. So Seema impresses. Seema and Baltinson, they are looking an absolute splendid duo up there, aren't they? So we've got some Champions League bonuses paid. I think that's for staff I was trying to get to re-sign. But we're into the round of 16, so wait there and we'll find out who we're going to play. All right, here we go, round of 16 draw. Now, there were a couple of surprises because Juventus lost to Copenhagen. Michelin got through as well. Now, of course, they are all going to be unseeded teams like ourselves. So, yeah, but a couple of surprises there. Shows it can be done. Now, who do we want here? I think Roma, isn't it? We saw when we played Roma that we are about their level. So you'd imagine Napoli then as another Italian team might be okay. Anybody else there, though, is a little bit scary, aren't they? We've never done well against Premier League teams for the most part. Barcelona's for Barcelona. Paris is Paris. So, yeah, that's going to be tough. But anyway, let's see who we get here. Michelin get Newcastle. So one Premier League team down. Inter get Tottenham. So they're gone. Bayern Munich get Paris. So they're gone. So looking at, can we get Roma again? Copenhagen get Man United. Man City get Liverpool. So this is opening up for us. Dortmund get Napoli. And we will get Roma. Now, we drew them at home. That's not the worst. That is really not the worst. So it's going to be Marseille against Barcelona. I'm as happy with that as I think we can be. We showed that we're decent against Roma. Yes, it was at home. But it was also just after our winter break. So we weren't at our very best. But let me know what you think. Is that doable? I'm going to say it's as doable as we could have got, which is all we can really ask for, isn't it? But if you've enjoyed that, thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. Let me know what you think about the departure and the logic behind it as well. And I will see you next time for Roma in the round of 16. Can we do a personal best and get to the quarterfinals? Take care.